What's up, guys? All right, so do we still have John on? We're
Yeah, I'm
good?
still here.
And
Cool. All right.
FYI, Armando, Jimmy's Wi-Fi went down because he was arguing with me. That's why. What you get? What you get?
They
All
got the
right.
Star Wars EMP blast from
Yes.
here.
Yeah. No, we're super stoked to have you on. How are you doing today?
Yeah, man.
Doing good. Long day, a rainy day here in New Jersey. The remnants of Hurricane Irene, I guess, are over here, and a slow day in school. My last semester, so just getting through school and
Still in
grinding
school.
and working.
Man.
Yes,
Man.
sir.
Good for you. You're almost there.
Good for you, man.
The
Stay in
light at
school.
the end of the tunnel. That's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Armando's a fellow New Jerseyan.
Yes, yeah. When John and I spoke I think it was last week. Yeah, he was in a town over, where I used to live. So,
Yeah,
yeah, small world, small
all
world.
world it is.
Just 20 years later.
How many people in Jersey, man?
How many people?
How many?
Too many.
Isn't it like 9 million? 9.2 million or something, I want to say. Still a lot
All
of people here.
all scrunched up. That's why I left, John. Leave. Find there's
That's a-
space everywhere else.
That's a lot
Get
of
out.
angry accent in one place.
Yeah,
Just
it's like a whole
just don't come
country,
to.
though.
I'm
Yes,
walking over here.
See, all the nice people from the Northeast came to Southeast Florida. So it's just like, oh, no one from Southeast Florida is originally from Florida. They're all from like the Northeast.
I don't think it was all
So
the nice ones. I think it was all the smart ones.
yeah, that too. That too. Some of the majority of them are nice. Majority of them, we'll say that. All right. Anyway, John. So tell us about your backgrounds. What have you been working on lately? Tell us about LLC crypto too as well. Put that all in.
Awesome. So I guess my whole crypto journey starts about 4 or 5 years ago. That's when I really started investing in crypto. I didn't have much money, but I was investing all the money that I got into altcoins, and that really, I was educating myself at an early age about investing and other stuff, which I failed miserably at stock trading, options trading, and e-commerce. Didn't do really well, but I started doing really successful with crypto. I was doing all right. So then I started getting into it more, and I really started really getting into it and about core principles of DeFi, core principles of blockchain, the problems that they were solving, and I was seeing how it kind of all these problems in the world and how they could be solved through blockchain. I got really into it. I continue. So yeah, I always knew I wasn't going to really work a normal 9 to 5 job because I have something called chronic pancreatitis. So I always was like trying to do something different, right? And with that, knowing that, I was just like, okay, I think I'm going to try to run with this crypto stuff. So I started, I really studied for about 2 or 3 years about how to trade futures and perpetual contracts, just learning the ins and outs of crypto, like all these projects, different blockchains, and how it actually works. And using that knowledge, I wanted to get an edge in the market, right? And then I started talking about it on Twitter or whatnot, and that's kind of, how I kind of became like a Twitter quotation mark influencer. I hate that word. That's not really what I try to be. But
Hmm.
I just started talking about my journey and really getting into DeFi and crypto, and I deep dived DeFi. I've been in college 7 semesters, so like probably like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago is when DeFi really started blowing up, and I was getting in right before the bull run. And that's when I started like really getting into it and making a killing. And that's when I was able to transform my life from college student that didn't have like $5 a day to making a decent sum of money in crypto. And that led me to creating my first business, which is LLC Crypto, which is a business formation and entity site related to the crypto space. So right now, actually in the process of rebranding that into something called Bit Business. So I aim to be, the largest entity related services and formation site in the crypto space. There's a lot of different applications to that, which I'm not going to go full nerd and go into right now, but be on the
We
lookout
love
for
nerds.
Bit Business.
This
Yeah,
is the place.
How do
This
you,
is
how
the
do
place
you
to do it, by the way. So
how do you balance school, man, with all the professional projects that you got going on?
so my day really consists of you gotta be organized, right? So I map out my day every single hour. So I wake up at 4:30, 5:30 in the morning to start my day. I'll wake up and I'll just go play a game of Madden. That's what I like to do to wake my brain up. I'm a big Madden guy. And then I'll plan my day out in different sections. So right now I have 2 jobs, school, and I'm working on the business. So it's kind of a lot, but like the way I like to do it is like I'll do 1 job in the morning and school in the morning only. And then I have school every day for an hour or 2 hours a day. I'll go to school, I'll take my 30-minute break. I come home and I'll strictly work on my other 2 jobs. And once I'm done with that, I'll work on bit business, and I'll start tweeting and I'll start getting into trading. And then I'll probably, get some homework done, play some Madden, go to the casino probably. That's kind of usually my day. I don't really sleep much. I sleep 3 or 4 hours a night. But yeah, it's not really a balance. It's more of a managing thing because there is no balance when you do
Yeah.
yeah. But that's kind of like a daily life right now. So success looks like right now transitioning successfully into bit business, relaunching and providing a better service. And it's the most efficient and easy service for people that they can actually use as a tool to save money. My goal is to help as many people as possible. And by providing these businesses in a simple, efficient, and kind of like a one-click way, I think I can do that and provide a service needed to the crypto space. All your entity formations, all your entity related services. There's so much more that I can't get into that I'm adding to that site that's coming later. But that's where I want to start off as the Web 2, transitioning just into formations and helping people not pay any money on their taxes, cash out their crypto, maximize the efficiency of every single dollar. Every single person that I talk to, I want to be able to help them save money in their unique situation. That's what I like about it. It's like a challenge. How can I help you save X amount of dollars on your taxes, or how much money you could save cashing out through your business? And providing that service is nice. And I like to empower entrepreneurs like myself. Anyone that wants to start a crypto project, I want to start different crypto projects for people, even on the entity related things, or even in the software as a service related things with War Systems, which is a kind of a teaser, but that's kind of one of the things that we're offering, right? So that's kind of what success looks like for me right now is full-time bit business, is which I'm hopefully 2-3 years out, building this, moving into that. I'm not really too worried about the money, just getting a lot of users. If I could help 100 to 500 people in the first year, that would be great. I have a great team. And yeah, just learn from my mistakes with LLC Crypto and transition successfully into bit business and scaling it to being a viable resource for people is exactly what I want to do. Just chill, and that's kind of what I like to do. I like making videos and all this good crypto stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the goal right now, I guess.
That's awesome.
Sounds like there's not a lot of chill time in your world, though. That's
My
like
chill time,
deliberate chill time with Madden, and that's it.
yeah. Like I'm not. You see, my thing is though, is like I don't enjoy doing these things, right? That's kind of what is like my thing. It's like I've always been to what I like doing is either money, business, or helping people, right? And I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say, yeah, I can sit on a couch and watch a Netflix movie, because I can't. And yeah, it's good for work, but do I wish I could? Yeah, I can't really just do that, and it's kind of like annoying. But like, no, I do a lot of chill time. Like tonight, it's like 8:20. I'll probably be up till like 4. I'll probably go to the casino later, have some chill time later before class tomorrow. So it's like you have 5 hours here and there, But
Which casino?
I go to I like Oceans.
Where is that?
Atlantic City. I live like 20 minutes from AC.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to game in the casino?
Oh, I only play blackjack.
That's it, huh?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It's a lot of counting in math, and I like that. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Bobby Knuckles will come visit you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
do you do any type of online crypto gambling? Is that kind of
Oh my
melded into your
God.
world?
Dude, like 3 years ago, there was something called Roulette, and it was really popular. And there was this game called Crash, and I used to love playing that game. But that taught me that that I learned really early that crypto gambling is a complete scam. Like, it's really hard unless the developers are really cool. And I have developer friends that do that, but no crypto gambling. Like, not really the biggest gambling. I mean, crypto is gambling, right? Investing in these tokens that I did was enough gambling for me. Oh man, I've definitely toned it down a lot. Oh yeah.
Cool.
How?
Okay.
No, I was actually going to say, just speaking of, like, I know you're crunching in school hours with trying to run a business. How important is your success? Talking about partnerships, like what do you look for in a partner besides their ability to help you propel your project? Like, what are the other things that you look for that you would say, hey, this is the partner that I need to either take some time off my plate, or, you know, what would be like some of the key things for partnerships that you look for?
So, like, with company-wise partnerships, it comes down to a couple things: success, previous success, flow, and knowledge. So I usually will have a conversation. If I want to get into a room with somebody, I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to get into a room with that person. And then I'm going to go over the certain topics that I want to go over. And if it works out, it works out. Usually I can tell, like, within 5 minutes within the energy if it's right or not. But if the energy is right and the correct questions are there and the talent is there and the numbers are all there, that's kind of how I look for a partner.
So why is it important, man, to like actually have something set up for you, right? Like, there's plenty of people in crypto. There's plenty of, you know, everybody does it a little bit different. Why does setting up an LLC, why does setting up a business for somebody why is that a benefit?
Cool. So when you cash out your crypto profits, you're taxed pretty heavily on that, right? By creating a business entity, it just depends on the different entities. So let's go over the two main ones, right? An LLC, right? Why would you want to start an LLC for your crypto portfolio? So turning your LLC into your crypto portfolio into an LLC is beneficial because there's a couple things that you can do with it. When you turn your crypto portfolio into an LLC, one, you're creating a business, so you're not liable for those crypto assets if anything were to happen to it. And putting it under a business, right? It allows you to kind of go full-time crypto, and you're able to create a business bank account, and you can cash your profits into that business bank account and be entitled to different write-offs or different tax advantages that you wouldn't have personally in separating it from yourself. It's a good way to separate your holdings from your personal income. Also, this is not tax advice, financial advice. This is just me rambling because I can't give all that stuff.
We put that in the beginning. Don't worry.
Yep. So the LLCs are beneficial if it's under 50K, but over 50K, an S corp is good because when you actually structure your crypto portfolio as a business, you cash out. Let's say you have 100 grand, you'll cash it out into your S corp, right, and avoid that double taxation, and then pay yourself out a salary based through your business, right, and that saves you, I don't know, a decent amount on your taxes if you're paying a lot, especially if you're cashing out a high amount of crypto. And also creating an S corp, you can have people under it, whatever you want to do. You can kind of run your crypto like a business. And also, if you're a trader, I mean, for example, you could write off casualty losses. That's a huge thing. You're making 100 G's, right, trading and profit. Say you, I don't know, get rug pulled for 25 grand. That's a really big impact that can make on the taxes that you could pay at the end of the year. So my website, right, is a one-click, easy and efficient way to produce those businesses in a faster turnaround time, cheaper than other businesses, and directly focused on that crypto aspect side of things. And that's what separates us from the competition and why we're beneficial to this space. We provide a tool that people can use to maximize the efficiency of their dollar and become the best crypto user possible, because without that, you're kind of just wasting some money, right? Like, if you don't want to actually pay taxes, you want to be that guy that writes it off and you don't have to pay anything at the end of the year. That saves you so much money. I mean, some people, just personally, like LLC crypto, and we've done clients that have lost like 800K on Luna, right? So like they needed to pay off their taxes. Like stuff like that is where it's super beneficial, where you're not going to pay your taxes and not be liable for that large amount of money, especially if it goes wrong, right? The last one is just like full-time crypto. If you're somebody that's a full-time, you're 24/7 crypto, you can't just like do that. You need to have a business so you can you have a job, build that business credit, and have that debit card for everyday purchases, and legitimize that crypto income. Because when you're just normally doing it, you're not going to have legitimized income. But by creating a business entity for that, for your crypto income, it does that in that sort of fashion.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a lot of security in that too, just in sheer knowing that you're not going to end up having to deal with, Mr. Taxman at the end of the year.
Oh my God. It's for a lot of people, it's a relief off their chest because they can create a business. Another really big thing of why it's beneficial, right? You create a business and then you're paying your crypto taxes through that business, right? So they're not liable on their personal taxes in case they screw up. Now they're doing it through their business, and that gives them the anonymous side of things if they want, which we offer as well, and that that overall protection, which is great.
Sure.
Good stuff. All right, I'm going to hit a commercial, you guys, real quick. We're going to come back in about 2 minutes.
Forge greatness, this is what you need. Next level marketplace with the NFT. Music, podcasts, movies, and more. Crypto games, take it to the next level for sure. Or system, If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. To my movie makers and musicians, time to level up. Bring your content, even all my game developers. We got movie streaming, music streaming, so you wanna be in the mix. This ain't no big production company. Over 25,000 or users, yes indeed. Only charging 2.3% sales fee. Own all your music, all your games, own your future. Set your own terms. This is how you do it. You need or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Let's go. Forge greatness. Woo.
And then we're coming back to the Warrior Hour.
Welcome back, all. All right.
Right.
So, man, like when you're talking about using business formations and business organizations to kind of start up in the States here, how do you see crypto playing into it? How do you see blockchain playing into it? What do you see the future for like businesses and the crypto space as we go? It's been a hard winter. Hopefully, there's a flip side to it at some point here. But what do you see as the future for that? Is for really kind of the business side of the house?
Easy. So I think that there's not a really good legal framework for people to correctly pay their crypto taxes, and that's what I set out to do. Right. I want to be an efficient, correct way for people to pay their crypto taxes in an efficient way so they can save money. The IRS is happy they pay their taxes, and everyone's happy, right, at the end of the day. How do I see blockchain playing into the business formation side of things? That's different. Blockchain wise, I think that it's all going to connect between tax services, your actual business. All that data is going to probably be put on chain one day, and you could just easily access it there. That's what blockchain and Web3 is going to do. It'll be all interfaced in one, and probably not even 5 years with the amount of crazy stuff that people are building. That's where I see data and personal ownership of businesses going into. Me personally, I'm my goal is to build something with NFTs. You can turn, let's say we make an entity for you, a real estate LLC.
Sure.
My goal is to turn that into an NFT and be able to put that on a blockchain. Let's say your OX address, right? Your Ethereum. So that gives you the legal status and legal framework for you to go ahead and purchase, let's say, digital real estate on the blockchain. I think that's a huge application, and I think that could be really useful in the future. Not right now, because obviously it's there's not really a good real estate platform or a legal framework to integrate that. But that's kind of where I see the crypto and Web3 aspects of it. BitBiz, obviously, we'll have a Web3 integration eventually, and you'll be able to mint that. But not really too focused on that side of things, Web2. But moving into like the actual general side of things, just crypto in general is going to be here for the next 50 years. It's obviously not a bubble and it's over. That's what everybody says every cycle, right? So every cycle, there's new inventions and new innovations. There's more what's the word, overreach from the government, and we've seen that with Tornado Cash. The developer got arrested. Even some of the Ethereum blocks have to be compliant with something. That's kind of where the space is headed, right? It's kind of dystopian in a way. And in that aspect of things with businesses, I think being on that vanilla side of things is really going to integrate, because people are always going to get those crazy gains, and you need to be able to maximize those gains. And that's kind of just where I see those things going.
Yeah, you've been in the crypto space for, let's say, 5 years. So obviously you've seen the flash in the pan technologies come in and fizzle out. With NFTs, I'm under the assumption that needs to survive legal scrutiny for any type of those documents being brought onto the blockchain. I'd like to hear your thoughts on some additional measures that will help steer more mainstream adoption of those types of behaviors. What do you expect from the government over the next 36 months? It's going to be a pretty interesting situation as things unfold. I'd love to hear your thoughts on some of that.
Yeah, so I think the first thing is like our government crackdown. I think a lot of the scams are going to go away, because I think that people aren't going to be able to get away with them anymore. I think that the government's probably going to crack down on that, and I would say a task force is probably going to be made for crypto. Where do I see the government? I mean, from a monetary standpoint, that's really where they play a role, but like government, adoption wise, driving mainstream adoption, I've always been a big guy on stable coins. I think that when Circle releases their payment API that just anyone could use USDC on one of the multi-chains that doesn't have gas fees, I think that's what's going to get people to do it. I don't think that crypto mainstream adoption is going to get to where it is because of crypto mainstream adoption. I think it'll be used by people that don't know they're using crypto, and eventually that's how they're going to be, ushered into doing this, right, without even knowing it. For example, people, restaurant menus right now, they're scanning a QR code, right? All these like little things I feel like are edging society forward, because what I'm starting to realize too is like I'm so sheltered in the crypto. Nobody knows about crypto or blockchain or gives a shit about crypto, and I'm starting to realize that. So what's going to drive that is what people are using now. These different applications, these people are on smartphones, and that's kind of where I think it evolves with. It evolves with the internet, right? Web3 TikTok, right? For example, all these Web3 innovations and problems that are implemented, for example, like a Solana phone. That's an example of an adoption for a driver. The Axia phone. It's a crypto-centric phone, so you get to use the dApps already built in. You don't even realize you're using blockchain or crypto. You're just using it like an app, and you're being groomed to kind of use it, right? It's kind of hard for the average everyday person to pick up a MetaMask and hop into a app on freaking Polygon and do leverage yield farming. It's not going to happen. The bigger general applications is what's going to drive applications. there's always going to be that financial side, that DeFi thing. But overall, in my opinion, the biggest thing that's going to drive that mainstream adoption for crypto, stable coins. Like
Sure.
that's my big thing.
Yeah, makes
Man,
sense.
that's why I'm betting on the technology, baby. You know?
Yeah, I was going to say the NFTs will probably take root before crypto, in my estimation, just for the utility. You know, you can do so much stuff with that thing.
See, and with the go back to the NFT thing. I hate profile picture NFTs. I literally hate them. Like I'm not big into them. I don't invest in any of them. I think it's gambling. But the tech behind NFTs is so revolutionary. Not gonna obviously we all know what NFTs are and how the identification, being able to. I mean, Nick showed me music NFTs. You could click an NFT and play music. There's so many different applications in that aspect, and especially with ownership and revolutionizing identification is where I see the biggest application. Chainlink has DNFTs coming out. That's where I see this application coming in. Is people building on the tech of the original base layer NFTs to keep growing it. Obviously, it gets a bad rap because there's like, oh, pudgy penguins or Goblin Town's going from free mint to 30 Ethereum in like a day. It's like, yeah, that happens every now and then, but it's like that's so rare. And it's like that's the gambling aspect of the crypto space that you see, because there really is two sides of it, right? You have that tech side and that really the people building, and then you have the gambling side, the news, the whatever it is, man, that people are buying these days. You know, yeah.
You are exactly as I picture a young Nick. Some of the ideas that you're talking about, I've heard Nick kind of touch on a lot of this stuff. I try to keep up with the tech talk. It's a little bit hard. Speaking of, you mentioned the government. So I have a question. What impacts on blockchain industry do you see from the upcoming U.S. midterm elections? Because I know with election time, people always anticipate like what the housing market's going to look like, gas prices, things like that. But how do you feel about that impacting the blockchain industry?
Well, I look at it like this. If we're going to look at it like a black and white side, let's look at it like a black and white side. Democrats, good for blockchain. I'm not a Democrat. Bad. I'm so bad for the country. Republicans, probably bad for crypto and more government oversight into it. They're going to be a lot harsher. Like FTX, they raise a crap ton of money for Biden. That's where I see blockchain being super applicable, because like these big companies that need to operate are the ones that are going to be funding the politicians and seeing. So whoever wins, it's probably and also another thing is like the macro side of things. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a macro expert or know what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm a trader, and right now it's kind of bullish because of it's kind of recovering, kind of, but kind of not. We're just printing more money and kind of going in that circle, right? When the midterm elections happen, I don't really see anything too crazy happening, but like the actual election, yeah, I see it probably being affected. But that's when the next Bitcoin bull run will start.
What do you think regulation's actually going to do to crypto? You think it'll benefit, or you think it'll inhibit or hurt crypto in the long run?
It depends on what standpoint you're looking at it, right? If you're a government agent, you're going to say it's good. If you're somebody like me that's a big DeFi guy, you're going to say it's bad. It really depends on the perspective that you have of things. The government oversight's going to be like Ethereum compliant. But if you're making the blocks produced compliant to the government to that very core, I'm not for that. What is the original idea with crypto? It's decentralized. It's power to the people. I'm not for governments going in there and being able to mess with the tech or be able to control one aspect of things. I think that's bad. If you're a government agent, oh yeah, we're going to be great. We're going to be able to track, oh, you're cashing out here, be able to track your address here. There's already tools that you can see every address you've already interacted with. So if you're trying to find somebody or find something, it's good. But also I think with that compliance and more government oversight, less bad characters will come into this space. Because let's be real, 90% of people are in the crypto space for the wrong reasons, right? So I think that number drops, and I think popularity of crypto actually dropped for a long time. But I think that that's what's needed in order for the space to grow. I'd obviously like to see it be the Wild West forever, but I've also been at the side where I've made a lot of money in crypto, and I've also lost a lot of money in crypto. And if there was government oversight, I'd probably be a lot richer because of people that couldn't run their project or, doing certain things. Like even right now, there's a gray area. I'm an influencer. If I want to talk about a project, I have to disclose that I'm talking about it. Or if I'm on a project, I can't sell that because that's a fraud, and not everybody knows that. And I think a lot of people are going to get screwed over now that are just thinking, oh, I'm going to get paid this token and dump it on my followers, and it's the best thing ever. That's a lot of shit that goes on here. And I don't like that. And I think a lot of those people are going to get screwed. You see guys, Kim Kardashian got charged 1.25 mil.
Yeah.
Just for promoting it.
Yeah.
Great. That was great. Like that's government oversight. That's great. I'd like to see Jake Paul, Floyd Mayweather. I'd like to see all those assholes that promoted Ethereum Max just get fined all their money. Because you know what? At the end of the day, those celebrities, they obviously sell their soul into the people. I can't believe people even believe them. If you thought like Ethereum Max is literally the name Ethereum, just Max, and the tokenomics of SafeMoon, basically just throwing in anybody. We could have done that in 10 minutes. If we had a buddy that had 10 million, we could have went to Kim Kardashian and did the same thing. Right. That's what I'm saying is like those kind of people need to be punished for their actions. The people solving problems.
We talked about the technology, baby.
Exactly. The people that are solving the problems, that are building the new tech, are the ones that are going to be in the space and make the most money long term and be successful in the space and not understand the space. The people that are here for the quick buck, for the friggin' 100x coin, you're not going to find it that way. You're not going to find it, one, through influencers, or two, just not understanding crypto. You need to understand crypto before you can make the money. Believe me, I've learned it.
Some people we know need to hear what you just said.
Just a few of them.
Yeah, honestly, we feel like it's a marathon, not a sprint. That's why we've invested heavily in the tech. I agree. I think as the utility of NFTs expands, the magic can't be in your face. The magic has to be in the background. The user interface, the ease of use, that's what's going to encourage adoption. That's going to, ramp the transition from Web 2 to Web 3. We talk about this all the time, about how much tech do you throw in somebody's face before they don't understand what they're doing. Well, that's one wallet address. People who know, right? People who don't know have to learn, and that learning curve takes time. But if that interface is, completely intuitive, like a social media platform, for instance, and really the magic happens in the background, but they're buying and selling NFTs or using them for whatever, listening to music or, embedding documents or starting businesses or whatever the case might be. If the user interface is intuitive and it's really Web 2 like until it needs to be 3, then the transition will be a lot smoother for people. We talk about it a lot.
I 100% agree with you. And, now I see a lot of young developers getting into the space now, and like people around my age that are like, oh, I don't want to be in that traditional world. A lot of people are being drawn to Web3, and I only see the tech getting better, bigger. And once more people understand exactly what they tech like, but then it's easier for, I don't even know how to word it. It's like we're early.
Yeah, I mean, this is the early days of cloud and things like that. Like we were talking about this earlier. You look at Ethereum and you look at smart contracts, and they're just virtual machines, man. This is just the cloud of the future. It's a public cloud. It's blockchain isn't this ambiguously scary thing. It's just
it is if you don't know about it.
Yeah.
Right.
I had an interesting conversation with a young lady last night who was learning C++ in college, and I asked her, "Hey, what do you know about the blockchain?" And she's like, "Well, I kind of know about Bitcoin." And a 10-minute conversation, she was like totally engrossed, and I wasn't spitting next level of technical knowledge, but really just very simply, what is it? How does it function? How can it be applied to daily life? And she was like, I want to be a blockchain engineer. I said, stick to the coding for now, man. But if you want to be an intern, come see us. So
I think people realize that it solves problems, right?
Yep.
Like that's where I think a lot of people get interested. And going back to like that grooming of things, like for example, in Fortnite, you got to buy a skin with the virtual currency. That's just crypto, just not on the blockchain, right?
Dude.
So it's like once that bridge is currently being built, everything is going to be built on there. We talk about CBCs, everything.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
That's what OR token was made for. It was made for use in the ecosystem, man. for all of that kind of stuff, for buying and trading in games and all the rest. Like, that's the utility that you have to build into these things if you actually want to survive for a long term, right? You know, you have to be, you know, looking for these things for the future.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna run a commercial, guys, real quick. We'll come back.
All right, yeah.
And 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. How about 1 minute?
2 minutes?
2 minutes.
1 minute?
What does CBGB stand for?
Country Bluegrass Blues.
We have a band.
You're gonna want to crank it.
Not very country.
This club's gonna be different.
This band is Talking Heads.
We're the Ramones.
We're the Jet Boys.
Patti Smith Group. Lou Reed. I can't sleep on a mattress when bands are getting signed right and left. These kids have something to say. We really should listen.
Hello.
Man.
We're back with John. Mr.
John's
John
dropping
Cole.
knowledge bombs tonight. Go ahead, brother. Spit it out.
He knows what he's talking about, that's for sure.
He does.
Cool
I
stuff.
ask him what good projects to look into other than war. Just
You're just making me understand how much I don't understand about this whole tip world, man. Interesting stuff though, and it's changing and it's going in that direction.
Absolutely.
I got a question for you, John. What cryptocurrency do you feel will survive in the end? What will be the coin of the realm, in your opinion?
besides ore.
Coin of the realm. That was good, Sean. Coin of the realm. Wow.
Only
Well,
ore
GOT
is in the realm.
So that's kind of a hard question. There's literally 20,000 cryptos.
Yeah.
So let's do like 5 that I think will probably be here in the next 5 years, right? Chainlink, definitely number 1. Ethereum, it's probably that flippening day will eventually come. I'm not sure if Bitcoin's gonna go to 100K, dude. I mean, I really don't know. I'm not there. I think that Solana will fix their problems, and I think Sol is gonna be big in the next bull run. I'm not actually a big fan of the Sol ecosystem, but I do understand that it's backed and it's what used. BNB is probably going to be here forever. I really like, even though they're a centralized entity, I really am a fan of Binance. CZ is one of my people I look up to as a businessman and just a human being as himself. And 5th, probably, I mean, yeah, this one, I'm not even going to. 5th, I'll throw a one out that I think is cool. My friend, well, not my friend, Sato. I've done a couple of videos on that. I think it's really cool. They've solved that proof of work and data issue, and I think that once they scale, and they're kind of like a game thing right now. They're super small, and I'm probably shelling my bags, but I think that that's one that's really interesting, and that one I like tech. That's cool. But being honest with all the viewers, I actually don't hold that much crypto. I am strictly futures trading, so I trade the volatility on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink.
I think we lost Jimmy.
5? No,
Oh, no. Oh, we did? Okay. You froze
We're
for a
back.
little
We're
bit.
back. We're back. Yeah,
Okay.
the internet just popped off and popped back on again. I don't know what's going on
we're
with this thing.
there.
Which
Cool.
5 things that every person in crypto should do to protect themselves, man?
Number 1, use a hardware wallet, always. 2, create a business and separate it from yourself, an anonymous business. Keep your don't tell anybody. You don't need to tell anybody. Really, I wish I never told anybody. It would have been a lot easier. Don't tell anybody that you're the crypto person. So that's hardware wallet. Don't tell anybody. And I even blanked on the last thing I said. Double check your addresses if you're sending. That's probably a thing that I think that a lot of people screw up on. That's a beginner. And 5 is only trust yourself. every single person in crypto will have a narrative that is trying to get you to manipulate you to do something. You need to form your own opinions, and that is the most profitable thing that you can do is form your own opinion, form your own thesis, write shit down, stick to your plan, and you should be successful if it's a good plan. That's the hard part.
So what if it's like a Nigerian attorney just emails you randomly? And,
Prince.
Yeah, Prince, Nigerian Prince.
Yeah, so no emails. I would create a separate email if we're gonna use like I got leaked and my data got leaked a long time ago. I just create separate emails now. I learned from that. A random email address for everything, but with that random email address, you keep everything safe. Don't keep everything. If you have a seed phrase, don't keep it in your friggin' iCloud. People could get into it. Or if you're watch out for like SIM swappers. I mean, this is for people that are like millionaires and crap. Like just basically you're good. If you're a user of crypto right now listening to this with no security, here's all you gotta do. Get a hardware wallet, connect it to your wallet, you'll probably be fine. But to take extra measures, you can do what I just said too.
And if you have to choose a hardware wallet, a Cool Wallet Pro is a pretty good option.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And the one fun question: you're stuck on a desert island. What's the one thing you take with you? You only get one thing.
A gun with bullets. Yeah, with bullets already in there. Well, a fully loaded gun. Fully loaded gun. Probably.
Alone in the desert.
Alone in
Fully
the
loaded
desert.
gun.
What are you gonna shoot? Is that for you? Should you?
If I see like an animal,
cash it all in.
Oh, that's grim. That's grim.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Ugly.
Shooting crabs on the beach.
Crabs.
Or maybe a car would be good for getting stuck in the desert, so I could leave.
DoorDash.
Hot air balloon.
Hey, Nick, what's the one thing you take with you?
Swiss Army knife.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You got everything you need on that thing. Old school, Boy Scout status.
Boy Scout.
Yeah, still works too.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Okay, Jimmy, let's keep it going. What do you take with you?
What am I taking with me?
What are you taking with you?
Oh, my bong, of course. And a couple of seeds to start, propagating,
Makes you think differently about things when you can only choose one.
I mean, what am I going to do with a computer or anything? I mean, I got to sit out there on the beach. I might as well be lifted.
I would bring. I have a book, How to Survive on a Desert Island. I'll bring that with me, a manual.
There you go.
Yeah, you can always burn it, right?
That's a good question. Though. It really is. Like, what do you bring? That makes me think of the Tom Hanks film, Castaway.
Yeah, Castaway.
Like, what would you hope were in those packages that he opened up? So a Swiss Army knife, you almost can't beat that, man. Because there's a lot you can do with that.
The worst thing about that movie is that last package he dropped off that he never opened.
Yep.
They say it was a satellite phone.
Waterproof, already pre-charged.
It was. Well, it's probably wrapped in plastic. Satellite phone.
Oh man.
There's always additional questions. Am I there by accident or on purpose?
Yeah, that's true. There you go.
Knowing me on purpose.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us tonight, man. It's always a pleasure to see you. And
guys, thank you for having me on for sure.
Hopefully, it was a good time.
There was some good stuff here. When can we have you back? I'd love to have you back on again.
Whenever you guys want, I'm always open to come on. I talk to Nick, Sean, or all the guys all the time. So whenever you guys want me back on, you just ask and I'll make it happen.
We're all just in cahoots now. That's all there is to it. Yeah, right? We're all in cahoots.
Hey, I got an idea. Next time, maybe we could just watch Return of the Jedi. Just in the chat.
Wicked Witch of the East, bro.
Oh, God. Armando, that was your favorite part of me and Jimmy arguing. That's funny, man.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff.
Yeah, thank you much.
All right, guys. I'm signing off.
Thank
you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Good luck with your studies.
Thank you, guys. All the listeners, thank you guys for listening. Not financial advice. I'm risky. Not financial advice. And subscribe to my Twitter, Jon Cole 23, and look out for
links are in the description. Check it out.
Yes, and LLCCrypto.net. If LLC is right for you and you want to start saving today, shoot me a DM. So thank you guys, and buy a War token.
Bye, Arch Hogan.
Thank you. Whoa, that's the
There
best
goes.
advice. Not financial advice, just best advice. Overall.
Good advice. Good advice.
Oh yeah, man. I like Jonathan. He's good stuff.
Yeah, he's good people. He's a smart kid, man.
Fuck, he's like 20 something, man. We all of us could be his dad. This sucks.
Except for me, I could probably be his grandpa.
This.
Oh well, yeah. that sucks. What I said, that really sucks.
Yeah, really sucks.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be old, brother. A lot of people did make it. So, well, you know, I hate being the serious guy, but I will. So, just a shout out to all the folks down in Florida right now. We're praying for you. We're pulling for you. And we're thinking about you. Armando, you know, our very own Armando lives down in that part of town. And if you've watched the decimation of the news that the hurricane caused, you know, if you're listening, you know, I believe in the power. So, you know, bow your head, give it 5 minutes, and maybe they'll pull through down there, man. It's going to be a long road back. And hopefully we're going to get huge here in a few minutes so we can help bring that thing back. So, sorry, didn't mean to be heavy on that one.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
That weighs on my mind, man. When our country suffers, it weighs on my brain. So, never hurts to just pop a little prayer up to the big man for the folks down in Florida. We're thinking about you.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I wish I was Jonathan Cole. I wish I had his foresight at his age.
I mean, not just his foresight. He's probably got more money than all of us too. So.
Oh, look, man, it's about work ethic, right? That dude has a massive work ethic. He has planned fun time. I love that, dude. That's like
he's going to the casino right now.
Look, he's like, I'm out. Dude.
I'm going to bed right now.
I'm
like, damn, 2 minutes. I can't wait till the show's over. I'm tired.
Absolutely.
Damn.
You get to go to bed.
No, I'm just kidding.
They put me back to work after we get off.
True enough.
Oh, man.
Well, hey boys, thanks for tolerating me. I'm gonna jump out.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Man. Thank you. Nick, thank you.
Right.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, no, I figure I'll just say thanks to you guys too. We got a lot of cool stuff that we got turning around this corner. We're getting into that year of shows, right? And you guys have been on the air for a year.
I remember Nick telling me this, like, "Hey, let's do the show." I'm like, "About what?" He's like, "Just talk about anything, dude." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, I mean,
now look at us. We've matured.
That's the thing is, you look at where we were a year ago, right? And it was a completely different world. Like the blockchain and crypto was in a different place. The world was in a different place, you know, and from where we've been able to grow, you guys have, we've been able to afford to keep you guys on the air, at least, you know, YouTube hasn't shut us out. You know, we came back from a PayPal lockout. We had technical pitfalls. We had wait times. We had
haters.
And we're still here, man. Still here. Still building. We got the chapter 2 that's coming out here, you know, kind of our chapter 2. You'll hear more from me probably towards that year mark. I might have come on and, you know, introduce some more new goodies. You know how I like to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
We've got some new websites that are rolling out to simplify and really kind of portray the maturity level from the year of growth that we've had. Yeah, a lot of cool things, a lot more partnership stuff coming out, a lot more businesses and people that we're working with. I mean, there's just, even as hard as it's been, as hard as, you know, the world's been, you know, there's still growth. They're still building. There's still, you know, it's still every single one of you guys showing up and being on this show, and we're still doing it, man. So thank you to everybody that, you know, sticks it out and has been with us through this whole shindig. Thank you to everybody that still comes and, you know, pops chats in there and hangs out with you guys and everything else. The next year is just going to be even cooler. So, all right, I'll leave you guys to your show.
Just getting goofy.
I appreciate you letting me come on and crash this a little bit, hang out with Jonathan. You know, you know, let's be honest, I came here for him, not you guys, but
yeah, of course. And it's best, you know, it's best because you're going to ask him the things that really people are going to want to hear for sure. So
Yeah, well, I got to make sure that Eric doesn't, just sit there and read the questions.
No.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
Or sit on his phone.
I wasn't as prepared as I wanted to today, and I'm actually answering a few messages here on my phone as we're.
Nah, it's all good, man. All right,
Always
I will
fun time.
check you guys later. Thank you much for
Thank you, bro.
everything.
Always a
Much
pleasure,
love to
Nick.
everybody down in Florida. Many prayers and all the rest. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
You got it, buddy.
Cheers.
Man, it's a fun show.
And
That
now
was
we're
awesome.
down to 4.
I love watching.
Lucas, you still there? Or...
Yeah,
Okay.
a little disconnected with not being on the
That's fine.
That's all.
the main screen.
It was.
But,
There was a couple of funny frozen video moments
Yeah.
of Jimmy, like
A couple of glitches.
a couple of glitches, which is fine.
You got it up. You got it
You know-
up. You got it up pretty fast, Jimmy.
You know what? I'll tell you what happened is I canceled my Xfinity cable today, but I told them I wanted to keep the internet.
Got it.
So now
So they're probably dallying around in the back behind the scenes somewhere. Oops! I told them, I said, I'm going to cancel the internet too, and they're like, oh, don't do that. We'll make it better for you. Yeah, real good.
yeah. Today was the gauge on that one.
Real good.
real good.
Give you that Rodney Dangerfield.
Anyway, hey, it's been fun. So, just so I know, guys, Revenge of the Jedi, that was the original title,
Yes.
and it only went out on a couple of promotional posters,
Yes.
not on any toys.
No.
And a sticker.
A promotional sticker was on some of the Empire Strikes Back action figures, and I could prove it to you. All right.
Nobody cares about that sticker.
Yeah. Well, you obviously do if you're going to correct me. Armando's loving it. We just want to watch me and Jimmy go at it.
He just loves me. He just likes to watch me and you tease each other.
Yeah, how about it, man? How about it? Oh, man.
Anyway, it's just fun.
starving.
It's just again, I listen. The love and the hate of 30 years, all of it. It's great. Like,
I always loved Jimmy first, always.
There's
oh
no
no,
hate.
of course. It's like my friends. Like I miss them a lot. They're in Jersey, and like when we're together, you think we all hate each other, right? But there's we've been together since high school, so yeah. I mean, it's the same. So it's fun. It's fun watching it with you guys. That's why I'm laughing, because it reminds me of my guys. That's all.
Hey, talking
Jimmy
about
and I got
crap
a
to
lot
each
of
other's face, and then you say good things behind their back.
Exactly.
I also, me and Jimmy got a lot of work to do music-wise, and I've been slacking getting over there, so that's
I don't know. I don't know where you've been. You've been like a ghost lately. So
man, it's working, dude. It's been nonstop. Just also getting my daughters adjusted to college. It's been a little bit of a chore, man. So
yeah, it's not easy.
no,
Mine's
Stacey's daughter
driving.
now. What's up?
My daughter's 15. She just started driving like 2 weekends ago. So
Perfect.
we went on the highway today. I scared her. I was like, "Hey, make a left here." She was like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! We're gonna die! We're gonna die! We're gonna die!"
Oh,
She's great.
man.
She's actually very. She's a white knuckle driving, but very good
Good.
right now.
That's all you need.
So she's too attentive.
White knuckle.
Yeah, like when you're like,
And
"Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
That was me on when I first took my motorcycle. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die."
Yep, I remember that. Yeah, you think you're gonna break your neck? 2 feet
Yeah.
out.
Anyway, Jimmy, Eric,
Boys,
Lucas, thank
going
you.
to get some dinner.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Warriors. Again, week 46. We're still here. Say what you want, but we're gonna keep doing what we do.
That's right.
Which is build, and we're gonna keep going. So, sorry, haters.
Ain't nobody stopping us.
Ain't nobody stopping us.
Hey, they still showing up.
Hey, we here. We here.
We're here. We're here.
We
Nothing
be here.
changed. Like my Warrior Hour thing still changed. It hasn't changed. So anyway, to the millions watching now and the trillions that'll be watching later. I'm going to trillions because we've been here forever. Week 47 next week, getting closer and closer to that year mark. Stay with us and we'll see you then. Peace.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.
Introducing the Cool Wallet Pro, an enhanced hardware wallet the size of your credit card, yet packs the most sophisticated cold storage technology inside, giving you full control of your digital assets whenever, wherever you need it. Cool Wallet Pro connects offline to only your mobile device within a 10-meter distance, and requires you to physically confirm every transaction on your Cool Wallet Pro after checking transaction details for optimal security. Cool Wallet Pro is designed for the professional crypto user who needs more than just superior security in a hardware wallet. You can plug in directly to the world of DeFi, DEXs, and other dApps, allowing you to earn easy passive income from staking and DeFi on the best crypto blockchains. Through our extensive marketplace, you can trade, sell, and buy directly from trusted third parties, all within the Cool Wallet app. While staying anonymous, retaining data privacy, and avoiding trust risks. With Cool Wallet Pro, the key to your future is in your hands.